There is a god in anime who created the night sky as a punishment. Every star, every planet, every galaxy that you've ever looked up at, he summoned them into existence to punish the people who defied him. And then he rewrote the memories of every human alive so that all of us would believe those stars had been there since the beginning of time. And this isn't the first time he's done something like this. Same world, same people, wiped and rebuilt on a loop for thousands of years. He watches them suffer, though it the way you'd watch a show. Here's the part I can't shake. Those people might be better off because of him. So before we get to him, answer the question underneath everything you do. What is your purpose? Not your job, not your goals, the reason you get up and do this whole thing again tomorrow. Because wherever you go looking for the answer, a priest, a philosopher, your own reflection at 3 a.m., it always loops back to the same place. Your purpose is tied to whatever made you. The god I want to talk about comes from Undead Unluck, a gloriously bizarre anime built on rules and systems, where certain unlucky humans are blessed or cursed with power tied to the fundamental laws of nature. But here's the twist. That makes the world special. Their power isn't being given something, it's the power to take something away, to negate. Undead for death, unluck for luck. These people can reach into reality and switch off one of its rules. Which raises the obvious question, why will the universe hand out the ability to break itself? To answer that, you have to meet the one who wrote the rules in the first place. One quick note. I'm staying inside season 1, no manga spoilers, the argument doesn't need them. I'm not here to explain how he built this system, I'm here to ask why he runs it, and why the endless misery he puts his subjects through might somehow be the best thing he ever gave them.
98 occasions. That's the number of instances rules were added to Earth. Sex, language, race, death, sickness. These are but a single handful. And once every 3 months, new penalties are added regardless.
Our heroes, Andy and Fuko, join an organization called the Union, and the Union has one goal so insane it almost sounds noble. Kill God. Stop Ragnarok, the absolute total destruction of the world. Why would anyone want to kill their own creator? A character named Juiz lays it out.
Galaxy marks the 99th penalty that's been added. We cannot afford another one, no matter what. There's only one left until it reaches 100. And beyond that lies the final penalty. Ragnarok. First off, there's something about this world that you all need to know. This world is on a loop. Thanks to God's handiwork, a cycle of destruction and renewal. Over and over again. The Union is what I created to put an end to that cycle.
This world didn't always have its cruelties. There was a time with no sickness, no language barriers, no stars in the sky, and one by one added them. He pushes new concepts into reality as rules, and he enforces every rule by manifesting a monster to carry it, creatures called UMAs.
You have until August 31st to complete all quests. If that is not fulfilled, the penalty will be the addition of Yuma Galaxy!
There's a UMA for decay, slowly rotting everything alive. Beat it, cage it, and you spare humanity its rule. So the Union's whole existence becomes a desperate game of monster management. Neutralize the beast before its laws devour the world. And the game has a referee. Don't worry, this type doesn't give penalties to Real Madrid. His name is Apocalypse, a sentient talking book bolted onto the Union's round table against their will, God's own mouthpiece. Every month, Apocalypse hands down a quest. Complete it and you are rewarded. The location of a powerful artifact, the name of another negator, a scrap of hope. Fail it and the world gets a penalty. Not a warning, not a fine. Instantly carves a brand new rule into the universe and rewrites every human memory so we all believe it was there. Remember the stars I opened with? That is where they came from. Rules was being written right there and then. The Union failed a quest once and summoned UMA Galaxy overnight. He created the stars, the planets, hostile aliens, and he rewrote all of human history so the entire cosmos pretended it had existed since the beginning of time. So sit with what that means. Watches them try. He watches them lose. He wipes the board and he watches them try again, knowing exactly how it ends every single time. It's not a battle to him, it's entertainment. No wonder a member named Billy finally snaps and betrays them all. His logic is brutally simple. The way they're fighting, victory is impossible. You can't beat a referee who owns the rules, the board, and the reset button. It's impossible. So that's the picture. A god running an unwinnable game on a loop for fun. And yet, I think he might be the most honest god ever written in anime. Look again at what he's actually handing his people. A mission, a round table of people who would die for each other, quests with rewards, a reason to wake up and fight tomorrow. A god who is torturing his subjects is the one giving them purpose. And if that sounds twisted, it's not even original. It is the oldest move in human history. Strip the costume of every god we've ever invented, and you find the same machine running underneath. Mesopotamia, the first gods got tired of their own labor, so they killed one of their own, mixed his blood into clay, and molded us. Humanity's original purpose baked in at creation. Do the chores the gods couldn't be bothered with. No hope offered, just work. The Aztecs, the gods threw themselves into fire to birth the sun and set it moving, and left us the bill, a blood debt paid forever to keep the sun crossing the sky. Skip a payment and the world ends in darkness and earthquakes. A quest with a penalty. Sounds familiar. Norse. Odin harvests the bravest dead into Valhalla, where they fight and die and rise again. Every day, training for a final war he already knows the gods will lose. He gives them glory anyway, because glory is the only thing that makes marching towards doom survivable. That's Jewish, that's Victor, that's every loop. In every single one, the god hands the mortal a reason to endure the very suffering that God set up. And the reason is the only thing that makes suffering bearable. So when the sun loops the world and dangles false hope in front of his negators, he isn't just torturing them. He's doing the exact thing every god in human history has done. He's giving them a why, and a creature with a why can survive almost anyhow. That's the horror and the mercy of it tangled into the same thread. Now, the real question, which brings me back to where we started. In a not so long video, I made an argument I want to push further today. What is a life without struggle? What is a humanity without the hardships that make the struggle mean something? Picture it, honestly, a world where everyone wins, everyone is happy, nobody suffers. We call that paradise, but would it be? Because if paradise were ever truly real, I think only two things could possibly be true. One, we were brainwashed into accepting it, or two, we will slowly grow numb to it. A world with no struggle has nothing left to push against, and a desire without nothing to push against quietly dies. Maybe that's the real reason Sun keeps the misery running. Maybe a paradise with no purpose isn't a gift. Maybe it's the one thing that would actually break us. So I'll leave you where the whole thing started. What do you think purpose really is? And when you're alone with that question, no priest, no philosopher, no god in the room, what is yours? If this is the kind of question you want to keep pulling on, that's the whole point of this channel. Every video is one more thread in the same argument about why any of this is worth doing anything. Subscribe and follow it with me. Drop your answer to the purpose question in the comments. I read them. I read them all. Yes, all of them.